Remember our deal, Devlin. I win this and you let Joey go. No more dog suit, no more demands.
Agreed. Just don't forget the flip side to that coin. You lose this game, and you promise to never play Duel Monsters ever again. Now, let's get it on! Looks a bit different than a dueling arena, huh? Well, get used to it. Dungeon Dice Monsters is a whole new game with a whole new set of rules. And to keep up, you're gonna have to pay close attention.
Don't you worry. I'm a quick study.
You better be, Yugi, because I know this game inside and out. And if you want to win, you're gonna have to learn it as well. Now let's get started.
Looks pretty straightforward. Wow.
Lost already? Relax, I'll walk you through it. That's your dice pool. Select 15 dice from it to use for the game. I'd give you some tips on which to pick, Yugi, but being the master gamer that you are, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
With all these different colors and designs, it's hard to know which ones to choose.
Hurry up now. I got mine already set.
I'm ready too.
Good. Now here's how it works. These dice are gonna be kind of like your dueling deck. And just like you shuffle your deck, we shuffle these. Like this. See? Easy. The dice automator will randomize your 15 dice in groups of 3. Take a look. You get 3 dice per round. You roll all 3 at the same time, and then you get to make your move depending on what you roll. But I'll explain more about that a bit later. Now, take the 3 die out of the auto hatch. Okay, now how do you score? Well, in this game, we have heart points. They're like life points, only you only get 3. That's it. And whoever loses all 3 of their hearts first is out. Game on!
What game on? But Yugi just now learned the rules.
Yeah, that's probably just how Duke likes it.
Go! 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 Duke, go!
Thanks, ladies. You're beautiful.
Hooray! Hooray!
Man, what a bunch of suck-ups.
No yapping, you mutt!
This is a duel, not a dog show!
I'm gonna make my first roll now, Yugi. So from here on out, you're just gonna have to listen carefully and learn as we go. See those markings there? Those are called crests. Different crests do different things. Take that green die, for example. That star crest I just rolled is for summoning. To be able to summon something, at least 2 out of the 3 dice that you roll during your turn have to land with the same type summon crest face up. And if I'm not mistaken, it seems I've come up with 2 matching summoning crests on my very first roll of the game. Now, the dimensionalizing part of the process. Dimension the dice! And there you go. Ryukushin! My very first monster is on the board.
The monsters are inside the dice?
And that's not all. It looks like the dice themselves are part of the game.
I'm glad that you made that point, my little cheerleader in waiting. That's one of the key elements to Dungeon Dice Monsters. For you see, once a die unfolds to dimensionalize a monster, it becomes a dungeon pathway. And with enough of this dungeon pathway, I can construct a route my monsters can use to get to your heart points.
Oh, I get it. The way to destroy your opponent's heart points is to get your monsters close enough to attack the hearts directly. So, the more dice that I can dimensionalize and turn into dungeon path, the better. Sounds simple enough.
Go ahead, Yugi. It's your turn.
Devlin, don't you forget. If I win this, then you have to give my friend Joey his freedom back.
Right, if you win. If.
I'm counting on you, buddy. If there's anyone that can beat this guy Devlin, it's you.
No talking, bad dog. We're with you, Yugi.
Yeah, all the way, buddy. Long live the King of Games.
His reign is over. Today, this cheat is going down.
Go! Dice roll! The 3 crests, none of them match.
Yeah, because the level of dice you threw were way too high. Sorry, didn't I mention that different dice had different levels? This is how it works. There are 6 types of crests on the surfaces of these dice. Summon, movement, magic, attack, defense, and trap crests. How often each of these crests appears on a dice depends on that dice's level. The level 2 dice that I just used had 3 summon crests on each, so it was easy for me to roll 2 of them. But the easier a monster is to summon, the weaker he is. Okay, now look carefully at your dice, Yugi.
They each have only 1 summon crest.
Right, and that makes it much more difficult for you to roll a pair of them. Of course, had you, it'd have been a very strong monster. Still, I'm of the opinion that in the early stages of the game, it's better to go for a low-level sure thing. After all, the odds of summoning a monster with high-level dice are slim to none.
Oh no! Almost all the dice I picked were high level.
Sorry, Yugi, but if all you have are high-level dice at your disposal, you're gonna have a real hard time summoning any monsters.
I can't believe this. The game just started and I'm already at a huge disadvantage.
Hey, this ain't fair, Duke!
You should have told Yugi all the rules before the game started.
This different dice level stuff changes everything. You should start the game fresh.
If it were someone else, maybe, but not the king of games. He'll be okay. Go, dice roll! Yes! Another 2 summoning crests. My dungeon path will extend, and now I'll have 2 monsters on the field. Dimension the dice, and unlock Yorenzo!
His dungeon path is getting closer and closer to my hard points, and I'm not even on the board yet.
I'm coming for you, Yugi. And since I just rolled a movement crest too, I can use it to advance my monster even further along the dungeon pathway. Oh, FYI, if you don't want to use a crest you rolled, you can save them for later in your crest pool. Now go ahead, it's your turn.
Go, dice roll!
Still no matching crests.
Nothing again, huh? Maybe you ought to try blowing on him for good luck. My turn now. Go, dice roll! Well, would you look at that? It's another summoning. And look at the surprise inside! Gator Dragon! And I'll use the movement crest I rolled to advance him.
My roll now. At last, 2 summoning crests. I can play a monster.
No, you can't. You've rolled 2 summoning crests, but their levels aren't the same. It doesn't count.
I thought...
It's my turn again. Ooh, level 4 dice. They were too hot for you to handle, but let's see how I can do. Go, dice roll! Oh, what can I say? I guess Lady Luck has got the hots for old Duke Devlin, like everyone else. I mean, what is that? 4 summonings in a row?
A chest?
This is an item summoning, Yugi, but more on that a bit later. Now roll!
No, another miss.
You know, maybe we should change your title from the King of Games to the King of Lame. I mean, at this rate, I'll have you beat even before you're on the board. I knew that you weren't the real deal, Yugi. Go! Dice roll! Yes! Another summoning. Now I'll have a monster right by your heart points. Dimension the dice! Check it out! The 13th grave!
That 13th grave is just 3 squares away from being able to attack me. I have to summon a monster and take him out. Otherwise, I'll lose a heart point for sure.
Come on, let's go. Our audience is waiting. And soon, they're gonna see you for what you really are. A loser who could have never truly beaten Pegasus.
This is it. No matter how high the odds are stacked against me, I have to believe it's possible to roll 2 summon crests here. The same way I believed in the heart of the cards.
Go, dice roll!
Ha! Not a summon crest.
I got 1. Now if only...
There, I rolled 2 level 4 summon crests. Now I can finally summon a monster and defend my heart points. Dimension the dice! mighty mage. And next, I'll access my crest pool dice and use a movement crest to move my mage one space forward so he can launch an attack against the 13th frame. Lightning Step!
All right!
In your face!
Yes!
Knowing this game and all of its rules may have given you the advantage in assembling your creatures against me. But now, I have a monster of my own.
Did you see Yugi's last move? Incredible!
He busted out that level 4 monster like he's played Dungeon Dice Monsters for years! You! Keep it up, buddy. You're really doing great!
What do you think, Taya? Is Yugi in the clear now?
No, I don't think so. Duke's dungeon path is way more widespread than Yugi's, and he's still got more monsters out on the board, too. Yugi has a long way to go to win this game.
Congratulations on your first monster, Yugi. Just 4 more now, and you'll have as many as I do. My turn now. Go! Dice roll! Whoops. Spoke too soon. Make that 5 more. Dimension the dice. I've unlocked the Blast Lizard! But don't be fooled by his low-level status, Yugi. When played in just the right way, Blast Lizard has a special attack that packs a surprising punch.
Special attack? Sounds like another rule that Duke conveniently forgot to mention. I'll have to be on my guard.
My roll now.
Oh, cool! Some low-level dice. I knew I had at least a few of these. It should be easier to summon now.
Go, dice roll!
All right, 2 crests.
Dimension the dice! The Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress! Now you have 2 monsters of mine to contend with, Devlin.
Not for long, Yugi. It's my turn. Go, dice roll!
You failed to summon anything.
Whoever said I was trying to summon a monster on this roll?
What?
Boy, are you dense! Remember what I said about playing my Blast Lizard in just the right way?
So then, you were rolling for his special attack?
That's kinda right, Yugi. The Blast Lizard's special attack requires 4 magic crests. I already had 2 in my crest pool, so I needed to roll 2 more, which I did. So now, I'll use a movement crest to position my Blast Lizard. And next, use my 4 magic crests to have him attack you. That's too bad. You worked so hard to summon that winged dragon, too.
Yay! We love you, Dookie Poo!
Don't give up. You can beat him, Yugi!
It's my turn. Go, dice roll! Not one summoning crest die.
It's my turn. Go, dice roll! Look, another summoning. And with level 3 dice as well. Dimension the dice! Dark Assailant! And now I'll dip into my crest pool again and close in on your heart points. By using 2 movement crests, I put Blast Lizard and Gator Dragon within striking distance of your hearts. Go ahead, take your turn. Nothing you roll is going to help you get out of this mess. I mean, I don't even think that I'd be able to find a way to pull it off. And I'm the one who invented the game.
You're its inventor? I knew you were its champion, but...
I'm both, and everyone in the entire world should know it.
What?
I should be known as the 2nd greatest game creator in all of the world by now, Yugi. But I'm not, and it's all because of your cheating ways. That's the only way you could have beaten a great man like Pegasus. He has twice the skills you have. You ruined my life on that day, Yugi. The defeat that you handed Pegasus changed everything for me.
But how?
I dedicated my life to creating Dungeon Dice Monsters. I spent all of my free time perfecting its gameplay and fine-tuning its rules. And when I was finished, it was clear that I had created something truly remarkable. I decided I had to send it to the only man who could possibly appreciate it, Pegasus. A couple of days passed, but I didn't hear anything from that great game master until I got this crazy email. He said he'd read my proposal. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Email for Devlin boy. Email for Devlin boy.
He said he wanted to fly me out on his personal helicopter so that we could discuss the game in person. Yeah! The very next day, I was brought to Pegasus's island, Duelist Kingdom. I could hardly believe it. All my hard work was paying off. I was gonna meet my idol, Maximilian Pegasus. When we met, Pegasus immediately challenged me to a game of Dungeon Dice Monsters. I expected him to be good, but he was phenomenal. It was his first time playing the game, and he completely overpowered me. Me, the guy who created it. I was amazed with his skills.
Looks like I win.
Whoa, you're good.
Well, Devlin boy, I must say this Dungeon Dice Monsters game is really something. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And together, we'll see to it that the whole world does as well. Partners?
Oh, I'd be honored, Mr. Pegasus. And with that, the deal was sealed. He told me we'd draw up the official contract after he finished hosting a dueling tournament that was about to take place on his island. The tournament that you were headed to, Yugi. And ever since you beat him there, I haven't been able to contact him at all. Everything that I'd worked for was shattered that day, and it's all your fault!
You don't know what kind of man Pegasus was at all!
He was a great man! Until you came along and broke his spirit with your dirty, cheating ways, and now I'll get my revenge by breaking you! Now, Yugi, I'll expose you for what you really are. A good-for-nothing cheater!
I've never cheated at anything in my entire life!
Please, you expect me to believe that someone like you could defeat a great game master like Maximilian Pegasus? You can't even hold your own in Dungeon Dice Monsters!
Just listen to me, Devlin!
Never!
Your hero worship of Pegasus has completely blinded you to the truth!
No, I can see perfectly, and I see a cheater who's about to be retired from Duel Monsters forever. Now roll, you fraud!
I will roll, and I will defeat you! There! I rolled 2 level 3 summon crests. That's another monster from me. Dimension the dice! And unlock Thunderball!
Huh, Thunderball. Thunderball may be a 3rd level monster, but his stats really aren't that strong. I'm afraid he's not going to be a lot of help to you. Unless, that is, Yugi uses Thunderball's special attack. Too bad he doesn't know how. My turn now. Go! Dice roll! Yes! 1 attack and 2 movement crests. I'll advance my Blast Lizard and Gator Dragon into attack position.
Look out, Yug!
That Gator Dragon has finally reached Yugi!
Yuke's hard points, they're in range.
That's right, Yugi. My Gator Dragon is poised to take your heart. And now, Gator Dragon, attack him! With Swamp Fire Blast!
Oh no! He wiped out Yugi's heart point just like that!
We love Duke! He's so cute! When he smiles, he...
Stop! Would you all shut up? My friend's in real trouble here. Someone help me!
Now you only have 2 heart points, Yugi! But not for long, because my monsters are already lined up and ready to take them out in the next round.
This is bad.
The whole world's about to see you lose, Yugi! Then you'll be forced to retire from Duel Monsters in shame! Pegasus will be avenged, and you'll be exposed as the sham that you are!
Come on, Yugi. What can I do? Duke's got more monsters, more dungeon path, and more heart points than me. And he's in a position to attack again.
I can't believe Yugimoto agreed to give up Duel Monsters forever if he loses at this new game.
I know, especially since Dungeon Dice Monsters is a game his opponent invented.
Devlin's bet! Joey lost, now he's Duke's pet! The dumbest dog you ever met!
And that!
Oh! Uh-oh! It's a rabid dog! Guess we'll have to get him a muzzle!
No, that won't be necessary, girls. Why don't y'all just go back to cheering for your little Dookie over there? Here, I'll even start you off. Duke,
He's so great. Make no mistake.
Man, I can't wait till Yugi wins this and gets Joey out of that stupid dog suit Duke Devlin's making him wear. That guy's a real jerk.
Yeah, Duke's all about humiliating his opponents, especially Yugi. Why else would he want to beat him in a game broadcast around the world?
He's sure on a vendetta.
It's not fair. He blames Yugi for everything. His game not taking off, losing Pegasus as his business partner, it's just wrong.
Yugi! Come on, buddy, you just gotta win this match and get me out of this flea bag costume before I completely lose it! Hey!
Down, boy! Bad dog! Bad!
I'm not a dog! I wish I could just play dead.
Man, those cheerleaders sure know how to yank Joey's chain.
Yeah, well, at least they haven't reduced him to howling yet. I'm not housebreaking him.
Duke's monsters have already taken out one of my 3 heart points, and unless I do something right here, they'll take out another. I have to make this turn count. But I think I just found what I needed to know.
Go, dice roll!
Come on, I need to get some magic crests here. Otherwise, I may not be able to win Joey his freedom back. There's one. And another. 2 out of 3. Great!
It appears I've rolled 2 magic crests, Duke. But since both have ×2 multiplier emblems, each of their values are double, giving me 4 magic crests, more than enough to activate Thunderball's special ability.
Not bad. You've even learned how to use your help screen to find out how to activate the monster's special abilities.
That's right. Now I'll use 3 of the crests I rolled and activate Thunderball's special attack. Go, Rolling Crush! Your Blast Lizard is about to be bowled over. But my attack will not end there. I'll use 3 more magic crests I saved in my crest pool and have Thunderball strike again. Thunderball, attack Gator Dragon!
You nailed him! Way to pick up the spare, Yugi! Great job!
Okay, Duke. Now we have a game.
That new store certainly has a crowd today. I wonder just what my competition is up to. Excuse me, age before beauty, coming through.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh! Marvelous! Splendid! Beautiful even! I'm in love! Oh, what I wouldn't give for a TV of this size! Is that... Joey? Taya? Yugi? It's not enough they take my business, but my grandson too?
Hey, down in front!
Huh?
No one's here to watch the back of your head, dude.
Move it or lose it, Popsy.
Oh...
Not bad, Yugi. You used that help screen to come up with a pretty impressive move there. But still, I wouldn't get any ideas about winning this match. You'll never know Dice Monsters as well as I do. After all, I'm the guy who invented the game.
That's true, just as your idol Pegasus invented the Duel Monsters card game. But inventing a game doesn't mean that you can't be beaten at it, Devlin. But perhaps my beating Pegasus was the exception to the rule. Perhaps you are better.
Why, thank you. Huh? Hey, wait, you only beat Pegasus by cheating. Don't try and fool me.
No, Duke, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah, right, cheat. Go, dice roll! Nice. I'll save those in my crest pool.
Now it's my turn, Duke. Go, dice roll!
Way to go, Yugi!
Excellent. 2 summons and a movement crest. Dimension the dice! Now, behold the monster that I've unlocked. I've summoned the Knight of Twin Swords!
For all the good it'll do ya. None of my monsters are within striking distance of him.
That's why I'll store my other die in my crest pool for now.
So, at least you've become skilled at conserving your crests. It's about time.
Man, crest this, crest that. I'm totally lost.
Guess it's true. You really can't teach an old dog new tricks. Come on, dog boy. It's Dungeon Dice rules number 1. You're allowed to take the crests you roll, store them in your crest pool, and then use them later on.
Aw, yeah, I remember that rule now.
Concentrate on dog rules. If you're gonna learn how to obey our commands. Right, now sit, dog boy.
Boy, that's rough.
It's a dog's life.
There Yugi goes again, scouring that help screen. He's certainly a quick study. I'll give him that. Some of the things he's learned in minutes took me weeks to come up with. I'll just have to take things up a notch. And I have just the dice to do it with, too. My turn now! Go, dice roll! All right, a pair of summoning crests. Dimension the dice! And unlock my creature! Now here's a monster your knight'll definitely want to steer clear of. The Battle Ox! But then you may have a hard time avoiding him once I use these 4 stored movement crests and have him charge in for an attack. Here he comes, Yugi, invading your turf. And you better believe this fool knows how to fight. Now, Battle Ox, go for the Knight of Twin Swords, attack! Oh, and by the way, my Ox gains a 10-point bonus when attacking all warrior-type creatures, like your Knight.
Knight! Quickly, switch into defense mode. Just in time. Sorry, Devlin, but in defense mode, my Knight has a defense power of 10, meaning that your Ox's attack will only do 20 points of damage. He'll lose 20 of his 30 hit points from your Ox's attack, but he'll still remain on the board.
Unbelievable. That cheat has taught himself how to defend.
It's my turn. Go, dice roll! I'm activating my Knight's special ability by using both these attack crests. Now he's allowed to attack you twice in one turn and make 2 assaults on your beast's hit points.
Oh!
Go, double slash attack! Face it, Duke. Your Ox has been gored.
No, my Ox! That Knight slaughtered him!
No, Dookie Boo!
Way to go, Yugi! You're really on a roll now, buddy!
Yugi! Great move!
Your turn, Duke, but this time you might want to steer clear of my monsters.
So you were able to defeat my Battle Ox, Yugi. So what? My last brilliant move wasn't about just creating another monster. It was about building out my dungeon path.
Your dungeon?
That's right. Just take a look at your dungeon path, you dunce.
What about it, Duke?
I'll tell you what, Yugi. It's been stopped dead in its tracks. See my red dungeon path? Do you see how it reaches from one side of the board all the way across to the other, creating one solid line in front of your blue path? Well, guess what, Yugi? Your dungeon path can't cross it, and that means that your monsters can't get to my heart points on the other side of it. You're stuck, Yugi. You can't build your dungeon path forward anymore. You're completely boxed in.
No! He's trapped me!
Duke's laid out his dungeon path so it completely blocks my ability to advance.
I am trapped.
What's going on here?
I'm not sure I follow it myself, Taya.
I'll explain one last time. It's simple. My red dungeon path extends from one side of the board all the way to the other. Now, since one dungeon path can't overlap another, and Yugi's blue path is behind my red one, Yugi can no longer continue to build his path forward.
But if all of Yugi's monsters are stuck behind that dungeon, then they can't get to Duke's heart points, and that would mean...
that I'm stuck in his costume.
And that the so-called King of Games over there is about to be forced into an early retirement.
There's gotta be some way Yugi can still win.
Well, actually, there is. Yugi could always try cruising his monsters through my dungeon path.
He can move through your path?
Sure, if he doesn't mind running his monsters through a virtual gauntlet, because to get to my heart points, he'll have to survive every one of my monsters that he meets on the way.
Everyone?
But then that means all his monsters would get pulverized.
No joke. My roll now. Oh, perfect. Just perfect. Know what this is, Yugi?
Looks like a black die.
A very rare black die, to be exact. And with it, I'm gonna finish you off and win this game. Go, dice roll!
Well, what is it?
A pair of summons. Dimension the dice! Now you'll see the power of the rare black dice.
Oh, boy. What's Yugi gonna have to contend with now?
Behold, the Warp Vortex!
Warp what?
Warp Vortex. Guess I'll have to explain this now, too. The dark hole you see before you is a special summoning that only a rare black die can produce. It's a cosmic portal. When monsters jump into it, they're sent to another place on the board instantly. This other place is determined by wherever the second vortex is laid. That's where the monster pops out. It takes 2 vortexes to complete the circuit, creating a warp tube. And guess what, Yugi? I've already got the second location all picked out. Deep within your territory and well behind your defenses. It's the perfect spot for easy access to your heart points. Now, Yugi, all that stands between you and defeat is the time that it takes for my automator to spit out the next rare black die. And I have a feeling it won't be long now. So start working on your retirement speech.
There's not much I can do. I'll just have to try and build up my defenses. Go, dice roll! 2 summons!
Good roll, Yugi!
Dimension the dice! Now, Devlin, let's see how well I've learned your game. I summon the Stripe Ninja! His high speed allows him to move 3 spaces for each movement crest.
High speed, huh? Nice try, but he doesn't come close to the warp speed that my vortex will give me. Speaking of which, check out this baby.
What is it?
It's my second black die. Now I'll roll to complete the warp tube and then finish you off for good.
Oh no!
Go, dice roll!
If he summons another warp vortex, I'm finished. If Duke summons that warp vortex, it's all over.
Keep the faith, Yugi!
No warp vortex.
You lucked out this time.
Your turn, Yugi!
What? It's a... Devlin, I've just found a major hole in your plan. Or if you prefer, a vortex. Thanks to this.
A black die?
Hey!
Yeah, all right!
Go! Dice roll! Excellent. A pair of summoning crests. Dimension the dice! Now I place a second warp vortex, so that I have easy access to your heart points. Strike Ninja, jump into the warp vortex!
Look at him go! That Strike Ninja really is fast!
No! He's gone into the warp hole! But that means...
That's right, Devlin. He'll come out on your side of the field. Now! Strike Ninja, attack and destroy his Ryukushin! Stealth slash attack!
What's going on? Nothing happened.
All right!
Yugi!
Duke may have blocked me from being able to extend my dungeon path to his heart points, but thanks to the warp vortex he placed, I now have an even better way of getting my monsters over to them. His portal became my way in.
I can't believe Yugi got a rare black die. Now he's using the warp vortex I summon against me. And with that high-speed Strike Ninja already deep in my territory, all Yugi has to do is roll 1 movement crest, and he'll be able to move him within striking range of my heart points. I have to stop him. Go, dice roll! I need 2 summon crests. My roll failed me.
Go, dice roll! Perfect! A set of movement crests. Strike Ninja, advance!
Oh, yeah. I love watching this dude run.
Now, Strike Ninja, attack his heart point! Lunging claw thrust! Attack now!
No! My heart point! Oh!
That's one down.
Yep, and 2 to go.
Yes! Did you see that? That's my grandson.
What?
I'm sorry, Yugi. It's just been so long since anyone's destroyed one of my heart points. You should really give yourself a pat on the back, 'cause I guarantee you, it's not gonna be happening again! Ah! Go! Dice roll! Perfect! A level 3 summoning. Dimension the dice! And unlock my undefeatable monster! I summon Orgoth the Relentless! And next, I'll use 2 magic crests and activate Orgoth the Relentless's special attack to raise his power from 20 to 30. And now, I'll use 2 of my stored movement crest dice and position Orgoth for attack! Orgoth the Relentless, attack, strike ninja! Diamond blade, strike!
I'd better think fast if I want to save my ninja. There. That's it.
Your ninja has been destroyed.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you.
What?
Why don't you take a closer look, Devlin?
What? I don't see any... Huh? No, it can't be! There! In the smoke! The strike ninja!
Sorry, Duke, but just before Orgoth the Relentless attacked, I activated my ninja's special ability with a stored trap crest. It allows him to quickly dodge any attack that's waged against him and escape harm.
I can't believe Yugi has taught himself such an advanced defense maneuver. He's making me look like a novice at my own game! I can't let him rattle me. I have to remember that this kid is just a lousy cheat. He doesn't have the skills to win this match.
It's my role now, Duke. And now I can attack again! Strike Ninja! Lunging Claw Thrust!
No! Not another one of my hearts!
2 down now.
Yeah, you!
I believe I've taken the lead now, Devlin.
You little wannabe! I swore I'd have my revenge on you for cheating Pegasus and sabotaging my game, and I will! Go! Dice roll! Now, Orgoth, show that ninja why you're called Relentless!
Oh, no! I don't have any more traps in my crest pool. There's no way for me to help my ninja escape this time.
Diamond Blade Strike!
Oh no! His ninja's been wiped out!
You were close, Yugi. Closer than anyone I've ever faced. But I'm afraid that close doesn't cut it in Dungeon Dice Monsters. Sure, you may have 1 heart point more than me, but I have Orgoth the Relentless, and none of your monsters will stop him from getting to your heart points. You may have been on the victory trail, Yugi, but now you're at a dead end!
Oh no! With my ninja gone, Duke has me on the defensive again. I've got to find a way to protect my heart points.
Go! Dice roll!
That'll work.
Looks like I've rolled a movement crest with a double movement bonus, Duke. I'll use it to position my Knight of Twin Swords between your monsters and my heart points.
Nice try, Yugi. But none of your monsters can withstand the force of Orgoth the Relentless. Ha! And he's coming for you! Orgoth, advance 4 spaces!
He's heading right for the warp vortex. If Orgoth warps, Duke will get through my defenses without a fight.
Scared yet? Remember how you used the warp vortex to sneak behind my lines? Well, 2 can play at that game.
Oh, no!
Orgoth, jump into the warp vortex! You know how it works, Yugi. With Vortex, he instantly warps to your side of the field. The end is near, Yugi.
I think not. Maybe you've forgotten, Duke, but remember, I still have one more heart point than you do. And now it's my turn. Go, dice roll! There! Using the movement crests, I'll build a wall around my heart points. First, I'll move Thunderball into position. Then, Mighty Mage. And finally, Knight of Twin Swords.
How sad. The so-called King of Games is in a desperate retreat. You coward. Ha! Now you'll see how a real master plays. I'll use 2 movement crests from my crest pool to move Orgoth the Relentless into attack range. With the magic crests I rolled, I'll raise Orgoth's attack power by 10, giving him a total of 40. I told you Orgoth was relentless. Now witness his strength up close. Orgoth the Relentless, attack Thunderball and show your power! Diamond Blade Strike! It's tough to watch, eh, Yugi?
Devlin's smart, Devlin's cute, Joey's stuck in a doggy
So much for
suit.
Thunderball. Looks like I better get used to the taste of dog chow.
Just 2 more monsters left. Duke's taking out Yugi's defenses one by one.
I know, but Yugi's been in tough spots before, and he's always come through. And remember, he's still got the lead.
You hang in there, Yugi. Just like Duel Monsters, the game's not over till the final move is made.
Poor Yugi. Now what? You can't summon any more monsters because there's no room left in your territory. You've played well for a first-timer, Yugi. I'll give you that much. But there's no way a hack like you could have beaten the great Pegasus. Now I'm going to expose you as the fraud you really are.
Don't write that victory speech just yet, Devlin! This game's not over! Go, dice rolls! I checked out my help screen, Duke, and found Mighty Mage's special ability allows it to attack opponents 2 spaces away. Mighty Mage, Lightning Staff Attack!
No worries, I can weaken your magic attack with 1 defense crest. Orgoth the Relentless, activate defense!
Oh no, Orgoth withstood the force of Mighty Mage's attack!
That's right, Yugi. Orgoth only took 10 damage points, dropping his hit points to 20.
But because Orgoth has an attack power of 40, my Mighty Mage took 20 damage points. But that still leaves 20 hit points left. He's not finished yet, Duke.
He will be, after my next turn.
All right, go, dice roll!
Advance 1 space, Orgoth the Relentless! Right now, Orgoth has an attack power of 40, but his special ability allows me to use 6 magic crests to increase his attack power by 30 points. More than enough to obliterate your mage.
Even you should know it takes more than strength to win, Devlin. Without strategy, power's just an empty threat.
Is that so? Orgoth, attack Mighty Mage! Super Diamond Blade Strike!
Oh no! That leaves me with just 1 monster standing between Duke and my heart points. How do I get out of this?
Looks like your beginner's luck is finally giving out, Yugi.
What if he's right? Dungeon Dice Monsters is a different game. Maybe I'm just not good enough to beat Duke. Poor Joey. I promised to get him out of that suit. Now I'm about to let my best friend down.
Give it up, Yugi. Stop wasting my time and surrender.
No, Yugi, you can't surrender to that blowhard.
This mutt just won't learn. Bad dog. That's it, get the muzzle.
Muzzle yourselves. I got something to say here. Don't let Duke rattle you, Yugi. You've been in tougher situations against better duelists than this guy, and you've always turned it around. You even whipped Pegasus, and he was as crooked as they come. You won the entire tournament at Duelist Kingdom, Yugi.
Even so, this is different.
Come on, this is no time to be humble, buddy. You won the championship because you were the best gamer on the island. Better than Weevil, better than Mako, even better than me and Mai. All because you believed in the heart of the cards, no matter who your opponent was or how tough he seemed. Don't forget that you defeated the inventor of duel monsters at his own game. No. You can beat this Joker at his. You can't let this Duke of Dork shake you. You're the king of games, Yug. So what if Dungeon Dice Monsters has a few new rules? If you just trust in yourself, you can still win. You taught me that, pal.
What he said.
Joey's right, Yugi. You gotta keep the faith.
Inspiring speech, Joey. No one can accuse you of rolling over and playing dead.
You know, you're absolutely right, Joey. I can never forget what made me Duel Monsters champion in the first place, believing in the heart of the cards. Dungeon Dice Monsters is no different. So long as I have the same faith in my dice that I had in my dueling deck, I can still win this. So I'd advise you to keep an eye on your last heart point, Duke, because I'm coming after it!
That's right, Yugi. Trust in your heart and the dice and you'll never lose. Trust in your heart.
Let's do it, partner!
Quit stalling, Yugi. I've got a game to win.
Or to lose! Go dice roll! Now, I use that movement crest to move my knight. Forward, 2 squares. Then, I'll add 4 attack crests from my crest pool to the 2 attack crests I just rolled, giving my knight a total of 6 attack crests.
Orgoth only has a total of 5 defense crests. With my advantage, I should be able to defeat Orgoth and go on the offensive.
I call on the Knight of Twin Swords! Double slash attack!
You amateur! You may have 6 attack crests, but I have Yoranzo's special ability. He can change any crest in my pool to defense crests, which allows him to further shield Orgoth from your attacks.
I can't believe it! Orgoth stopped all 6 of the Knight of Twin Swords slash attacks!
I'd say your time's just about up, Yugi. In a few more rolls of the dice, your heart points are gonna be history. And now you see just why they call Orgoth the Relentless. You're finished. You got nothing left. Orgoth the Relentless! Attack the Knight of Twin Swords!
Against an attack power as high as Orgoth's, my knight is doomed! There's nothing I can do to protect him anymore.
Diamond Blade Strike! No, it's gone! That was your last monster, Yugi. Now nothing stands in my way. This is gonna be sweet.
Duke's right. I have nothing left to protect my heart points from his final assault.
I'm only one move away from breaking your heart. Pack it in, Yugi.
It's easy to give up, to give in when things get tough, but that's not the way to win. I won't quit, no matter how hopeless it seems, Devlin. That's not the way to get ahead, either in Duel Monsters or in life. You know a lot about this game, Duke, but you've got a lot to learn about the people you play. Maybe by the time this match is over, you'll have learned more than just a new dungeon dice rule.
What you got, Preach?
No match. There's nothing I can do this turn.
So much for your philosophy. You're the one that's about to be schooled. Just watch the master roll his dice. Perfect! 2 more movement crests. I move Orgoth the Relentless 2 spaces, putting him in attack position! Orgoth the Relentless, attack Yugi and his heart points!
No! Yugi! It's okay, Yugi. You still have 1 heart point left.
You only have 1 more turn before Orgoth destroys your last heart point. Finally, I'll avenge Pegasus's loss and show everyone what a phony you are, Yugi.
I wouldn't gloat just yet, Devlin. All I have to do is summon a monster and I can turn this match around.
Dream on! Sure, it sounds simple, But I control the field, Yugi. You don't have any room left to dimension the dice.
Oh, no!
Have faith, Yugi.
He's fighting, he's scheming, he's yelling! Go Duke!
Millions of gaming fans around the world are glued to the TV, waiting for me to show you up for the fake you really are. So this is the moment of truth, Yugi.
He's right. It is the moment of truth. But I know there's still one monster that can help me win. I just have to believe and call on it right now. Go, dice roll!
Come on, Yug. A level 4 summoning! All right!
Nice roll. Too bad I've got you so boxed in you can't dimension the dice.
Don't be so sure.
What do you mean?
There's more than one way to dimension the dice, Duke Devlin. You just have to believe.
Don't tell me how to play my game!
I'll let the dice tell you. Dimension the dice!
Huh. He doesn't stand a chance. No! It's falling perfectly into alignment! You've completed the summoning!
Yes, and now I summon the Dark Magician!
The Dark Magician? Ah! Oh no!
The Dark Magician has never failed me, Duke. All I had to do was trust my dice. And sure enough, he has appeared!
Huh. I've been underestimating this kid all along. And now he's managed to dimension his favorite monster. Could I have been wrong? About him and Pegasus? No, I can't believe that!
I move the Dark Magician forward. I'll use his 40 attack points to bring down Orgoth the Relentless. Dark Magic Attack! With only 20 defense points, Orgoth couldn't stand up to my powerful magician.
Hang that from your ear and dangle it, Dookie boy.
Yeah!
Yugi!
All right, Yugi's really beating Duke at his own game now.
With his own words.
Keep smiling, Yugi. It'll make it that much sweeter when I take out your last heart point. And I know the perfect way to do it. Your comeback ends now! Ha! I move the Dark Assailant!
What's that skullhead up to?
Remember when I told you about item summoning, Yugi?
What's that?
Do you like surprises, Yugi? 'Cause you'll be getting one soon. The time has come. Dark Assailant, open the treasure chest!
He's starting the summoning. What could it be?
Say hello to Monster Cannon!
Monster Cannon?
What's that thing do?
What's it do? It takes down Yugi's Dark Magician! What's the matter, Yugi? You've never heard of the Monster Cannon? That's too bad, because if you had, you'd know that Monster Cannon is a weapon that fires a monster at the enemy instead of a cannonball. Today's target, your Dark Magician. Monster Cannon, ready? Aim.
I activate Dark Magician's special ability now!
You what?
Conceal yourself with magical hats! Feeling lucky, Devlin? My mage is under one of these hats, but you only have one shot to get it right!
Your carnival tricks won't save you this time, Yugi! Monster Cannon, attack the Dark Magician underneath the second hat from the left! Fire! It's gotta be there!
Looks like you guessed wrong.
No, it can't be! He survived?
I should thank you, Duke, for making the Dark Magician's special abilities in this game the same as in Duel Monsters.
Yoranzo, retreat to your original square! The Dark Magician has a few more special abilities. I'll have to strengthen my defense before I lose my advantage.
You can run, Devlin, but you can't hide! I'll use those two magic crests to activate another special ability! My Dark Magician's Mystic Box! Your Warp Vortex inspired me to find an alternative path to your side of the field.
How are you gonna do that? By skewering your own monster? No! Uranzo! Your magician switched positions with my monster! And now he's in attack position! And there's nothing between us to protect my heart points!
Which means he'll deliver the final blow! Dog Magic Attack!
My dog days are over! Hooray!
Wow, so
Yugi really is the king of games!
Yugi, I'm sorry I accused you of cheating. The better player won today, and it was you. You proved you really did beat Pegasus, fair and square. Ugh, I was such a creep today. And thanks to those TV cameras, the whole world knows it. My store is ruined. No one's gonna want to play Dungeon Dice Monsters now.
That's not true at all, Duke. Dungeon Dice Monsters has the potential to become a huge hit.
True. I haven't seen a game this exciting since Duel Monsters. You've got to keep your store open.
There's more than enough room for 2 game stores in town. I've got a feeling once Dungeon Dice Monsters takes off, you'll both have all the customers you can handle.
Huh? No way, do you really think so?
Sure. Dice Monsters is great. It's you I don't like.